Somebody is grilling something outside and it smells absolutely amazing. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content on the new 2007 Silverado. I know there's been just a couple videos out on it, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying that. Kind of bringing the new body style, or I guess the GMT 800 body style into the channel, as well as the GMT 400 old body style. And I just really think it's cool to have two different style of trucks on the channel, along with the Mustang and the Cobalt. It's just really cool. But today we're going to focus on the 97, and I've got so much to try to do to this thing in order to get it prepped for September, and it's not even funny. I've got to pretty much have the entire truck repainted so I can get it prepped for the wrap. And I've got a bunch of other stuff I need to do. The mirrors are gonna have to be a different color because obviously this white is not gonna match up with the purple-ish wrap that I am going to do or planning on doing. And don't be like me, guys, and lose your mirror caps on the highway somewhere. Unfortunately, I lost one, I guess, a couple weekends ago. I don't even know where it fell off at. But Boost Auto Parts was kind enough to send me a replacement, so huge shout out to Boost Auto Parts, as always, for making a great product and standing behind it no matter what. But today we are actually going to mess some more with the idle air control, the throttle position sensor, you know, all that stuff, because I still don't have a 100% perfectly running truck. You know, it runs and it drives, but I just still have such just a hesitation. I don't know what's going on with it. The fuel gauge doesn't work. I think we're gonna have to end up pulling the bed one more time and replacing the fuel pump, warrantying the one that's in it now out, and replacing the fuel pump with another new one, because I think for some reason, somehow I got a faulty pump or a faulty sending unit inside the pump. I don't know. Today we are going to actually mess with the air conditioning. One of my biggest complaints is the fact that that door is locked. Gonna use my Boost Auto Parts KEYFOB to unlock that door. Be sure you guys go pick one of these up for your OBS Chevy. Super inexpensive, very easy to install. The link will be down below in the description. But as I was trying to say, one of my biggest complaints on this truck is the fact that the air conditioning just does not blow very hard. And even though it is charged up as full as I can get it before I overflow and overfill with coolant, it is just not blowing near as cold as I really want it to. And after doing some research, one of the biggest issues that I found is the fact that these vehicles, these trucks, don't have a cabin air filter. Your AC evaporator can actually get clogged up with anything that's happened to it and gotten in there over the years. I don't know if you guys know, but on vehicles without a cabin air filter, it pretty much sucks in air from, you know, up here in the cowling, you know, over in the side of the fender, and that's how you get your AC. And these trucks do not have the cabin air filter, such as newer vehicles do. So right here is your blower motor, and you take that off, you take your glove box off, and you remove this cover, remove the blower motor itself, and you expose your AC evaporator, and it can get clogged up. By getting in there and cleaning out the debris and cleaning out the stuff that's clogging up that evaporator core, we could fix potentially two different issues that is going on with the air conditioning. Number one, we can make it blow harder because more air is going to be filtered through that evaporator core and being pushed through your AC system. Number two, we can make it colder because, well, pretty much the same concept, more air, more airflow. An open evaporator allows it to cool the air down a lot better. And then number three, we could actually eliminate the fact that if anything's clogged up, any of the drain hoses or anything's clogged up under there, we can unclog those and eliminate the water that we get in the floor if that's a problem. I don't know about some of you guys, but when it rains hard, I have a little bit of water that drips into my passenger floor mat, and I don't know why exactly it does that. Some people have said that if you open up your cowling here and you kind of silicone, I guess, a screw under here, then that cures that problem. But I tried that years ago and it never helped. So I'm thinking maybe I've got some kind of a clogged, you know, drain hole or something. I'm not entirely too sure, but we'll check it out while we're in there. Okay, first step is to take off your glove box lid. If you don't know how to do that, you open up your glove box, you squeeze these two sides, and they have little tabs that'll release it out, and then you just pull it straight back, and boom, glove box lid is out. Next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to remove the cover for the blower motor. You see the blower motor sitting back there, And the biggest issue is kind of the top, so you want to make sure you don't break your cover and just get your hands back there and kind of loosen it and pull it out. We got a wire in the way right here, this purple and black wire in the way, so we're gonna have to unplug that, I guess, from the back of the blower motor, I think is where it goes, and then pull the black cover out of the way. Alright, those plugs just actually pull straight off. They're just pinned in there. It's kind of like a prong connection. Not sure if you guys could see that. But they just pull straight off of that. So it's kind of easy. I thought there was going to be some clips or something holding that in. But we could see that the blower motor is actually held in by, I believe it's 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 7mm. Okay, so I was wrong. Not 7mm, but 7/32. Really tiny little socket. But 7/32 is the size to take out those 5 screws holding the blower motor in. That last screw in the upper corner, that very corner screw right here, you guys, we might want to invest in some kind of like small thumb ratchet or something, because that screw, I cannot seem to get anything that will gut up there and grab that screw. Okay, we finally got all 5 screws out. That screw right there is the hardest to get out because we have this piece of metal in the way, and I don't have, if you have a 7/32 wrench or like some kind of small ratchet, it's going to be easy to get that out. I do not, so I ended up having to use a pair of pliers and actually grab the screw and twist it out. And now that blower motor should just pop right out like so. It's going to take a little bit of finagling. You want to make sure you watch this pipe because it goes up into a little connector, a little drain connector right there. So with some finagling, this should just come right out. That way we can inspect the blower fan, which looks decent, to be honest. Nothing's broken. I've never really heard any weird noises out of the fan, so I don't think that needs replaced. So we took the blower motor out, and I will say that I am thoroughly surprised at what we found behind the blower motor. Now I can't get this camera up there to look, so I took a video on my phone with the flashlight showing everything, and check this out. Here is the evaporator. Completely clean, completely clear. There's not one single speck of dirt, leaves, anything in there. This truck is a 1997. That has never been touched. I have never cleaned out the evaporator core. I've never even taken the blower motor off. Nothing of the sort. And somehow it is 100% clean, which is not going to help fix the issue with the AC. Now, several years back, I would say probably back in 2010, maybe 2009, 2010, the whole AC system in this truck was replaced, everything brand new. I don't think the evaporator was touched. I really don't. I know the blower motor wasn't. Just the components under the hood, the condenser, all of the hoses, the compressor, everything was replaced. Everything was recharged. So I don't know how that's clean. Like, that is way different than all the videos you watch on YouTube. If you go look up on YouTube right now on, AC, evaporators like K1500 Chevys, everybody's going to open theirs up and it's going to be clogged up with leaves and dirt and nastiness, and then they take that all out and they say, well, my AC blows much better now. The only thing I can think of now is to literally just replace the fan, replace the whole entire blower motor with a brand new one, and maybe that'll make it better. I don't know, guys. That is, I mean, it's good that it's not that dirty, but it's very, very surprising that it's that clean. The fact that there's nothing wrong with this fan, and as far as what I can tell, this is completely stock. Fan's not broken. I mean, it's a little loud, like it sounds like a fan when you turn it on. It's a little loud, but it doesn't make any whining noises or anything weird. So I may just end up replacing that with a brand new one just because I'm already in there. And yeah, that's just pretty much all I could do to help the AC blow faster, the heat blow harder. maybe the AC blow cooler. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss right now. I was not expecting that to be that clean. Okay, new day. Just got home from work. It's like 5:45 or something like that. It's late, I know, but I think the AC, the whole issue there, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like flush out the system, make sure that the drain hoses aren't clogged, and maybe I might be able to flush out a little bit and spray some degreaser on the evaporator and just kind of get it cleaned up while I'm in there. I don't think I'm going to replace the blower motor. I don't have a reason to. It's super simple to get to if there's any time that I do need to replace the blower motor, but right now I just don't need to, so I don't see the point in buying a part and spending that money on that part that I don't need. But speaking of parts, we just got this in the mail. Yes, I ordered it from O'Reilly yesterday. I had a coupon and they gave you 1-day shipping, so it was here when I got home, so that's pretty cool. It's the idle air control valve, and it's this little guy right here. If you don't know where it goes, it is right below the throttle body. And before I mess with the fuel pump, once again, I want to just replace this because this is old. I've never replaced this. It's a factory 1997 sensor that's in the truck, and it may or may not be the cause of the issues that I'm still having. I don't have any check engine light codes that pertain to the idle air control valve, but I threw on a new TPS. I had my TPS warrantied out and replaced because for whatever reason I would start my truck up and it would just idle up and down, and I don't know why. And the throttle was just, the throttle response was not there, and everything was, it was just a problem. So I replaced the TPS again. For whatever reason, I start the truck up, it'll idle itself up pretty much to 2,000 RPMs for no reason. And the only thing I could think of is I've never replaced the IAC valve, and it might have something to do with it. So maybe I'll put that on there, and with the new throttle position sensor, everything will be absolutely fine where it's supposed to. And the drivability of the truck, it might be better. It might come back and might be how it's supposed to. So let's go ahead and get that installed. Super simple, like I said, it's right there to the left, to the right of the throttle position sensor. Very simple, very easy to get to. You just need to get yourself a Torx bit and take off those two. Sensor pops out. Throw the new one in, screw it back on, plug it all in, and everything hopefully will be good to go. So you're going to use a T20 Torx to get that out, and it'll be so much easier if you had a socket and a ratchet, but if not, this will do. And then I used a Torx driver actually from an RC truck set that I had laying around. But anyway, here's the old valve. It's old. I don't know if it's bad. You just really can't really tell just by looking at it. I mean, this little deal that moves back and forth might be bad. I don't really have any idea, but that one's that. Just lost that screwdriver. Make sure you keep your O-ring on there, as well as make sure the O-ring came off with the old one, which it did. You don't want to leave that on there, so we're going to just put the new one back in and see what happens. Alright, so we've got a normal sounding idle, which is good. That's a good start. So that could have been the problem, I guess, the whole time. I don't know. But at least it's not idling up to 2,000 RPMs. Open up our dash command app. We're going to try to see if we could check some of these values. Not sure if I have IAC. Got throttle position sensor angle, which is at 0 where it's supposed to be. Kind of fluctuates. I don't know why. The camera retard is still within the plus or minus 2 range. Not sure what the airflow numbers and everything here are supposed to mean. See if I could find maybe the IAC. Can't find anything that says IAC, so I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is it does seem to be a little bit better. Still getting a little bit of hesitation when you hit the gas though, which is what I don't really understand. Probably gonna have to throw a fuel gauge on it and check the fuel pressure, see if we're getting what we need from the fuel pump. I don't know. I don't think there's any vacuum leaks. Last time I checked for vacuum leaks, I didn't find any, but I guess that's possible. It's just, I don't get it. I would drive the truck tomorrow to see how everything is, but more than likely, probably not, since I've got the blower motor taken out and everything taken apart under there. So I don't know. We'll see. I just don't get it, because it's got the hesitation. Everything is replaced. Everything's new. It's really grinding my gears. And I don't know, one thing after another, one step at a time. We'll get it figured out. We'll get everything worked out. But we need to get this thing ready for paint and body, and then ready for the wrap, which is going to be a huge step. But once we get that paint work done, the flares will be gone, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be really happy about that, because a lot of you guys have wanted those flares gone for the longest time. And of course, the wrap will come next. I just have to talk to my guy at the vinyl shop, go over a few things, because the step side bed is going to be a little bit of a challenge. That's what this channel is all about. That's what this truck build's all about. We got to move forward and make everything better. So I appreciate each and every one of you that watch the channel. I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the new support, and we've got big things coming up, and I can't wait to film all of it and bring you guys along with the ride and total transformation of the truck. It's gonna be cool. So stay with me, guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification if you haven't already. That way you don't miss new videos for when we actually do get started wrapping the truck. You don't want to miss that. So be sure you stay tuned. Thanks guys so much for watching, and we will see you all in the next video.